I'm Lakush Lapinder. This is ZNS.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition, a late-night fire rips through a popular Junkanoo beach business, leaving destruction and an uphill battle for owners. Plus, a boost for local entrepreneurs, with government increasing funding to help grow small businesses. In sports, Team Bahamas is set, with the junior national golf roster confirmed for regional competition. The Bahamas tonight, the weekend edition starts now. Well, happy Sunday. Good evening. I'm Desmond Saunders, and welcome to the broadcast. Our early morning blaze, or early night blaze, has dealt a staggering blow to a local business on Junkanoo Beach, forcing owners to face significant disruption and a cloud of uncertainty as they assess the aftermath. The fire erupting overnight, cutting short operations and leaving part of the structure damaged in its wake. Here's Mauritian Burrows.
The Drunken Monkey, a popular stall on the West Bay Street Strip, forced to face the impact of loss due to a fire which occurred Saturday shortly before 11 p.m. Police say 2 fire units were immediately dispatched to the scene, and when officers arrived, they observed flames coming from the eastern section of the roof of the wooden structure. Firefighters reportedly acted quickly to extinguish the blaze, preventing it from spreading. Owner Joyce Stubbs says she had already left the stall for the day when she received that dreaded call from her daughter, explaining what had occurred.
The whole building was in flame, but the firefighters was here doing their best. They did an amazing job in putting out the flame. Thank God it's only the eastern side damaged.
The impact of the fire remains visible at the stall, and for manager and daughter of the owner, Gabrielle Stubbs Heiler, the damage is heartbreaking.
The entire roof would need to be repaired. So we will look for our carpenter and we'll have them deal with that, give them an estimate or whatsoever, and we'll give you the estimate on a later date. But in terms of the items, the fridge, the deep freeze, the deep fryer, everything is damaged. All of the products, all of the inventory, all of the alcohol, we can't serve them to nobody, so all of them is damaged.
A fixture on Junkanoo Beach for more than a decade, President of the Junkanoo Beach Association, Byron Austin, says efforts are now focused on assisting the Stubbs family in rebuilding what was lost due to the fire.
Drunken Monkey is one of the popular establishments on the beach, and Joyce Stubbs and her family, they've done an amazing job. So as a community, immediately we want to make sure that we can assist in any way possible to ensure that her staff and herself have what they need and require immediately, and then we will obviously work with all agencies and do our utmost best to ensure that she has a speedy recovery.
Now, while the flames did cause extensive damage, the family says what matters most is nobody was hurt. Moving forward, their focus remains on repairing what was lost and getting back to business.
It's hurtful, yes it is. We do have to start from scratch, but we are still grateful to God that nobody was hurt in the process.
And I'm grateful that no other stores were catched. It could have been worse. The fire could have spread.
An investigation into the cause and circumstances surrounding the incident is ongoing. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Mauritian Barros.
Well, sad event. Let's hope for the best. Thanks, Mauritian. A major drug bust in Grand Bahama has landed 2 25-year-olds behind bars. Officers acting on information searched a Honduras Drive home late Saturday night and discovered 7 pounds of suspected marijuana hidden inside a Huggies diaper box. The drugs packaged in 7 vacuum-sealed bundles have an estimated street value of $14,000. A 25-year-old man and woman were arrested. Investigations continue. Well, a new day dawns at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas with a newly minted minister, now holding responsibility for public broadcasting. Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for broadcasting, the Honorable Mikhail Barnaby, took up the role amid a rapidly changing media landscape, one he says demands greater engagement, innovation, and listening. Now, he toured the ZNS facilities, meeting with staff and signaling what he describes as a more collaborative approach going forward. The transition comes after a period of major modernization under former General Manager Clint Watson, who led a push that brought in new staff, upgraded equipment, and expanded training.
Over the coming weeks and months, I intend to listen. I intend to listen. I intend to listen carefully. I want to hear from the management and staff. I want to understand your successes, your concerns, your ideas for the future. The people closest to the work often have the best understanding of what it needs to improve. I believe that progress is achieved through partnership. Government provides policy direction and support, but the success of this corporation depends on the commitment, creativity, and expertise of the people in this room and those working across New Providence and the family of islands.
Well, the government putting more money behind young entrepreneurs. The Be Inspired program has received a $300,000 boost in the 2026-2027 national budget, expanding opportunities for young Bahamians to turn their business dreams into reality. The initiative provides grants ranging from $1,000 to $5,000 for youth between the ages of 18 and 35 to purchase equipment, supplies, and other essentials needed to start or grow their businesses. But the program offers more than just funding. Participants also receive mentorship, training, and business support designed to help them build sustainable enterprises. Minister of Youth and Sports, the Honorable Mario Bullock, says the government is now taking the initiative directly to communities through a new summer pop-up series set to launch in July.
The additional funding will help to expand the Division of Youth Expo and Network Mix-Up. It will showcase businesses, create and inspire new ideas while generating innovation that meets global businesses' practices. More young entrepreneurs will be given access to rooms and spaces of growth while mixing with their peers and diverse groupings of industry leaders.
All the work and contributions of persons with disabilities highlighted this weekend. More after this.
Isn't that nice? Wait, you missed it? Ah, you haven't been on the website. Here's how TDC can help you. Whether you're turning your home into a vacation rental, pitching a business idea, or growing what you've already started, the TDC is here to help. Visit tdcbahamas.com for every conversation, event, grant, and opportunity happening near you. Tourism is all of our business, and the TDC is here to support yours.
The tastiest thing about soccer is sharing it with the whole team, just like the new Ready for Soccer. A delicious lineup of 16 slices and 4 flavor sections. Perfect for sharing from start to finish, even beyond the 90 minutes. Get your team together and dig in, only at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Why pay more for local eggs? Well, that's a debate in the Isles as Agriculture Minister, the Honorable Jomo Camel, defended the price of golden yolk eggs. He says a local product offers quality that justifies a cost despite cheaper imports on shelves at SuperValue. Imported eggs recently sold for $1.69, while golden yolk costs $2.42. The minister also weighed in on packaging concerns as a discussion over supporting local agriculture continues.
We can assure the general public that our golden yolk eggs are 100% organic. Our chickens are raised on 100% organic feed. They're not sitting on the dock for 2 weeks. There's no chemicals involved, and it's all 100% Bahamian labor. It's not the packaging or even the shells that make a difference. It's actually what's inside, what benefits the Bahamian people, what goes towards health and wellness. The packaging can always be repackaged, can always be recolored, reshaped. But what we wanted to do was actually get the produce out to the people in time. We had chicks that were laying. We didn't want to hold them back, and so we put them on the shelves. They're doing well. To this date, we've sold over 8,000 cases of locally produced golden yolk eggs.
Certainly a debate that will continue in the public space. The Department of Social Services is getting a budget boost with new funding set aside to support individuals on the autism spectrum. The ministry's 2026-2027 budget has increased by $1.2 million, pushing total funding to more than $55 million for the fiscal year. Of that amount, $750,000 has been allocated to autism-related services. Minister of State for Social Services, Honorable Backus Roll, made the announcement during his contribution to the budget debate. Autism spectrum disorder affects communication, social interaction, and behavior in humans, with the Centers for Disease Control reporting that boys are 4 times more likely than girls to be diagnosed.
Many parents battle with providing care for those children who suffer from autism, and also those who are now adults. The concern includes the cost of assessment and diagnosis and various forms of therapy. It remains a growing concern in our community and will be given the attention, Madam Speaker, it deserves. I should note, Madam Speaker, that these funds are separate and apart from those currently provided by REACH.
Month-long push to raise awareness for persons with disabilities continued Saturday night with a special ceremony in the Capitol. The 2026 Disability Icon Awards, held at Bahamas Harvest Church, brought together government officials, diplomats, families, and community supporters in a show of recognition and inclusion. Wes Forbes was there.
Promoting inclusion and celebrating the achievements of persons with disability across the Bahamas was the focus for the 2026 Disability Icon Awards this year. Taking place under the theme Celebrating the Achievements of Persons with Disabilities and Their Leadership, the award ceremony showcased the contributions, resilience, and leadership of persons with disabilities. On hand for the occasion, Minister of Social Services, Senator the Honorable Barbara Cartwright. She emphasized that Disability Empowerment Month serves as more than celebration of accomplishments.
This evening we gather to celebrate achievement, resilience, leadership, and service. Most importantly, we gather to celebrate people, our greatest asset. Disability Empowerment Month was established to recognize the achievements, contributions, and resilience of persons with disabilities throughout the Bahamas.
Chairman of the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities, Dr. Anthony Hamilton, says the event creates an environment where persons with disability can be seen for their abilities rather than their limitation, which is why it's an annual and sometimes biannual event.
Persons with disabilities are no different from us. Everybody wants to be appreciated and valued. And what we have done here now with this being instituted is to create an environment and a space for them to look forward to, that they can shine.
While celebrating the progress made, Hamilton stressed that more work remains.
But we heavily, in anticipation with regard to those amendments being made to the Act, and also to have regulations enforced with regard to persons with disabilities. What had happened there, for instance, it's a common thing to hear about persons parking in spaces that provide for persons with disabilities, which is truly a serious injustice to the persons with disabilities. But it's another thing of us valuing persons and recognizing that that minute or two that you feel you can slip in and slip out, that can be very costly for a person with disability. So we want to bring great awareness, get consciousness, and one of the things about the amendments is that we're looking for penalties.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes Forbes.
Blairwood Academy showcasing the significant strides being made by its students during an award ceremony at St. Anne's Church in Fox Hill. Youngsters received certificates, gifts, and special recognition for their accomplishments. Here's Fern Carey.
Family, friends, and well-wishers celebrating the accomplishments of their loved ones during Blairwood Academy's award ceremony Thursday. The youngsters received certificates for the tremendous progress they made in various subjects over the past year at the school, which is dedicated to students with learning differences like dyslexia, ADHD, and autism. Guest speaker Jordan Moxie lauded the youngsters for their accomplishments.
This ceremony shows that these children can unlock their potential with the support of their village. What they don't talk enough about with autism is how truly astounding these children are children. can grow up to be functional adults with careers such as doctors, engineers, and architects.
President of the Parents Teachers Association, Kim Clark Gibson, highlighted her son's academic journey, noting that every child can become a champion.
I have learned how brave my son is, that with perseverance, persistence, and unconditional love, even a child with special needs can be brilliant, smart, and thrive in his or her own way. Parents, never underestimate our kids. They surprise us every day. Celebrate the small victories that others may take for granted. Think outside of the box. Celebrate who he or she is and not who or she isn't.
The PTA president offered these words of advice to parents and guardians.
You are not alone. Focus on the child, not the disability or the inability. Love your child. Everything does not have to be about a label. Take care of yourself so you can take care of your child. Take it one day at a time. Don't be afraid to ask for help. But most importantly, aim high. This is not the end, but certainly the beginning.
The students are now looking forward to the next chapter in their academic journey. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Fern Carey.
Well, hats off to those youngsters, and the future is definitely bright. Sports is up next.
We're learning, we're playing, we're having lots of fun. We're working with each other until the day is done.
100 public high school students graduated from the Technical Cadet Corps program, earning City and Guild certifications and skills in an array of areas, including accounts, employability skills, electronic engineering, graphic design, and coding. During the ceremony, education officials, TCCP administrators, and instructors congratulated the students.
The success we celebrate today did not happen overnight. It was built through hard work, sacrifice, teamwork, and vision. When the program was relaunched in 2023, we enrolled 120 of you. Today, you stand 100 strong.
Ministry executives commended the ongoing partnership between companies and the Department of Education.
I really want to first say thank you to our corporate sponsors for ensuring that our children have access to opportunities. One of the goals of the Ministry of Education is to ensure that children have access to high quality, holistic, and globally competitive education. And those 4 core pillars are undergirded by 80 initiatives.
And we are pleased that so many of our corporate sponsors, the staff there, had been graduates of this program, so they knew what this program brought to the table. But I also want to say thank you to Minister Glenys Anna Martin, because she always had the feeling that there needed to be inclusivity and that all of our children should be equally dealt with.
Johnny McIntosh for Ed Talk.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Bahamas, I'm Wayne Wilson, bringing you your weekend sports recap. And to start off, let's swing on over to Ocean Club, where we had the roster for the Junior National CAGC, or Caribbean Amateur Golf Championship, announced by team manager Gina Gonzalez-Roll.
And it's the 38th annual CAGC that this team will be competing in. We have a 14-member kids that will be playing, and we have 3 administration going with the team, and we expect to come back, of course, as the 242 to be first in place, as we placed second last year. So we're looking to take a championship to another level this year. The team consists of, in our boys, 18U, Aiden Grosby and Carrington Rule with Luke Grimes. And the ladies, 18U would be Madison Carroll, Shamari Pratt. Boys 15U is Nakai Wilson, who's in from Grand Bahama, Rashawn Hanna, and William Mihalis. Girls 15U is Haley Hall and Anissa Robinson. Boys 13U, Archie Mitchellmore and Connor Stevenson. And girls 13U is Zion Poitier and Zaire Poitier, along with our coach, Mr. Keno Turnquest, our assistant coach, Mr. Frederick Taylor, and myself as your manager.
We also got a word from head coach Keno Turnquest on the team's prep as they get ready to set off.
During our practices, we put them in real situations, made them very uncomfortable, gave them the tools to see how they reacted under pressure so they can learn themselves. To be good in any sport, the more you know about yourself and how you react, the better you perform. We've done that to the best of our ability, and I think a lot of them responded quite well. Kept them on their toes during practice, during even out of practice, giving them homework exercises, and making sure they know how to perform and what to do to perform.
And finally, we couldn't leave without hearing from one of the young stars, such as Anissa Robinson, a 2-time national player, on her work effort.
I feel like I've worked hard enough to accomplish what I need to when I go to the Dominican Republic, and I've worked hard and to know that I've got this and that I can contribute to the team as well.
But as most sports seasons are coming to an end on the ground, we can't say the same about other sports making waves, such as swimming. Today, we got to take a look at a 2-day meet hosted by Mako Aquatics, as they also get ready to set up for nationals. Telling us more about this event will be Mako Aquatics head coach Trevano McPhee.
We have a lot of 8 and unders, 9 and 10s. We should have over about 500 swimmers at nationals this year, combined with all the clubs. So the sport of swimming is really growing. We have a lot of young 8 and unders and 9 and 10s who had their last chance to qualify today and actually made the qualifying cut. So very pleased to see all of the swimmers come out. Normally we would not have a meet on Sunday, but we had to postpone our Friday session and move it to Sunday. So I want to thank everyone, all of the spectators and parents and swimmers for coming out on Sunday and really making this meet a very special meet. Last meet of the year, swimmers are very excited. They're able to get their high points, medals.
Also telling us about how they're going to work in their team from Freeport is assistant coach Dwayne Davis Jr.
Well, I mean, the coaching staff of Freeport are also all on the same page, so we understand what it is to prep the kids for national. So when we get back in, they're going to fit it just like a puzzle. We have communication every day with our staff at Freeport, so we know what's going on there. They know what's going on there. So we're excited about national, about 2 weeks, about a week and a half away. So we're excited with getting for national, get the kids ready for national, and we're on our way to 8 straight national championships.
And that's all for your weekend sports. Once again, I'm Wayne Wilson, and I'll see you all next time.
Andros is just not the largest island in the Bahamas. It is one of the most promising. We don't just want to develop on Andros. We want to develop for Androsians.
I emphasize this word partnership because you are partners. We cannot make decisions about this island in isolation.
I'd like to invite the panelists, Liz, Sarah, Jeff, Joel. The reason why we do these business outlooks is to raise these issues.
So how's your preparation going? By now, you should be completing home repairs since the last storm, updating and replenishing your emergency kit, and paying closer attention to the ZNS networks for earlier than normal developments in the tropics and general storm tracking. Hurricanes don't wait. Why should you? This season, be weather smart, weather safe.
Bahamas. Hurricane season is here.
Are you ready? The 2026 Atlantic hurricane season officially runs from June 1st through November 30th. 6 months of staying alert and prepared. Storms are named to help meteorologists, emergency officials, and the public communicate clearly and quickly during dangerous weather events. Hurricanes are also measured using the Saffir-Simpson Hurricane Wind Scale, which ranks storms from categories 1 through 5 based on wind speed and potential damage. And did you know, when a hurricane becomes especially deadly or destructive, its name is permanently retired out of respect for the lives and communities affected. Now is the time to prepare your emergency kit with a portable AM/FM radio. Review your family plans and stay connected to trusted weather information. Preparation today can save lives tomorrow. These are the names of the storms for the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season. Arthur, Bertha, Cristobal, Dolly, Edward, Faye, Gonzalo, Hannah, Isaias, Josephine, Kyle, Leah, Marco, Nana, Omar, Paulette, Renee, Sally, Teddy, Vicky, and Wilfred. This public service announcement was brought to you by the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas in conjunction with the Disaster Risk Management Authority.
Time now for a check on tonight's weather forecast. Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joins us in studio with the latest temperatures. Good evening, Basil.
Good evening, Desmond. Let's take a look at our live water radar. We do have quite a bit of activity out there. Some thunderstorms working its way across the northwest Bahamas, and that is due to a mid-level troughing near the central Bahamas, which is pushing towards the north, and that will maintain some showers and thunderstorms in the area during the course of the night and part of tomorrow. Now, outside of our studios, we have mostly cloudy skies, temperature 86 degrees, the relative humidity 74%, easterly winds at 6 miles per hour, the barometric pressure 1,018.0 millibars, that is 30.06 inches, and the pressure is steady. Temperature-wise, Freeport, Grand Bahama, and Marsh Harbor at 84. Grand Key reporting 83 degrees. Alistown, Bimini, 81. The Berry Islands at 82 degrees. Over in Harbor Island, 83 degrees. Rock Sound, Eleuthera, 88. Fresh Creek, Central Andros at 84. Kemp Space at Andros and Black Point, Exuma reporting 86 degrees. San Salvador, Roman Key, and Otterstown, Cat Island at 89. Georgetown, Exuma, 90 degrees. Clarence-Town, Long Island, 87. 87 also in Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, May 1, and Ackles reporting 89 degrees. Matthewtown, Inagua, 86, and the Turks and Caicos Islands, they have a temperature there of 88 degrees. And your body forecast tonight in the northwestern islands, southeast to south winds at 10 to 15 knots, the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. High tide will take place at 8:04, and then for the central and southeastern parts of the nation, the winds are going to be southeast, a little stronger, 12 to 18 knots, and the wave heights 3 to 6 feet. So we're asking small craft to exercise some caution in the central and southeastern islands tonight. And then tomorrow in the northwestern parts of the country, the winds become south to southwest at 10 to 15 knots, the wave height staying at 2 to 4 feet. Now, the high tide that will take place at 8:23 in the morning, with the low tide at 2:29 in the afternoon. And for the central islands, the winds will be southeast at 10 to 15 knots, the wave height 2 to 4 feet. And in the southeast Bahamas, we will maintain that caution flag reason being southeast winds at 12 to 18 knots, and the wave height is quite moderate at 3 to 6 feet over the ocean. Satellite pictures showing that broad area of cloudiness over the central and southeastern parts of the country in response to that mid-level troughing, and you can see those spotty thunderstorms over the northwestern parts of the country. And your forecast tonight, partly cloudy, very warm, with a couple of showers still looking around. Low temperature around 81 degrees, and tomorrow we're looking at a couple of morning showers. Otherwise, it's going to be partly sunny for the greater part of the day, with a high temperature getting up to 85 degrees. And your extended weather forecast, typical summer type weather over the next few days. Some spotty showers, particularly on Monday and Wednesday. In between that, we're going to have lots of sunshine with those temperatures are pretty much in the mid to upper 80s. But as we get near the weekend, we'll start to see some 90s, and that's where you're going to have to continue to keep yourself hydrated by taking in a lot of H2O, Desmond.
Thanks, Basil. And this important notice before we end our broadcast. Members of the public advise that 1540 AM is off the air for continued programming from 1540 AM. The National Voice, please tune in to Power 104.5 FM, cable channel 230, Flow TV 16, or website ZNSBahamas.com. We regret any inconvenience caused as we continue to work on returning to full broadcasts using 1540 AM. That ends the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information, as only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. On behalf of the entire team, thanks for watching. Have a good night and a safe week.
At Rusty Bethel Drive, I'm Paisol Forbes. This is ZNS.
In this 21st century, a resonant voice cries out for the empowerment of the poor, reinstatement of the outcasts, restoration of the abused, and the simple preaching and teaching of the gospel to stimulate victorious Christian living.
I'm telling you, God is able.
Camp Road Ministries presents Practical Principles for Successful Christian Living, a program designed to develop